Hiya folks, Happy New Year, 1st of January 2021. I've deliberately not done this video until today. I've held back on it because what I'm going to do is have a little discussion and hope to generate some response. I don't think anybody's made a video like this yet or spoken about the fact we're no longer part of Europe as from 11 PM last night. And the topic today is how is this going to affect the prices of our records and CDs we buy. And I think personally we're going to see some very, very big price rises. That's my own personal opinion. In the long term, in the short term, they'll probably stay the same, or they'll go up a little bit. But sort of 2 or 3 years down the line, I just can see all the price points going up. The reason for this being now, in order to take stuff into Europe, you require paperwork and vice versa. And it's not as easy as it was to bring the stuff in and out, and all that's got to be taken into consideration. And also for the fact, and this is the most important thing, most of the stuff's manufactured in Europe anyway. I think all the record factories are in Poland. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me please. But I'm sure they're in Poland. So I can see this having a sort of frightening increase on the price of the, I won't call it vinyl, but it's not vinyl anymore, but records, you know what I mean, LPs. And, all this is going to have a serious increase in price. When I was starting out in the 70s, what happened was, what they used to do, they used to go into Europe, buy your records there, and hopefully Her Majesty's Customs didn't nick you at one of the ports, and they used to come in then. And there was a very famous bloke did it as well, but I'm not mentioning his name, but he got caught doing it. And that a lot of the imports in them days, and they were a lot cheaper. And what the dealers used to do was flog them off more expensive as imports, and that's basically all they were. And they started making these awful marks in records. And what that was for was to demonstrate the tax had been paid. That's why when you buy records you get grooves cut out or holes punched in. So they knew it had gone through Her Majesty's Customs. And I can see all this coming again, with like records and CDs. People sort of bring them across the border to lower the price. And we was just talking about it with our friends, and it's just a casual conversation as well. And I think we're heading back to the heady days of the 70s and 80s, and once again we'll see new releases sort of start at about 20 quid a pop, and like it was back then. And I don't know if anybody else has thought of this and how it's going to affect our collecting, but I just got a feeling that the days of cheap CDs are going to be over for new releases, brand new ones. But also it has a knock-on effect as well for the second-hand stuff, because if they go up in price, there'll be no more cheap second-hand stuff. I think we've got a lot of second-hand stuff at the moment because everybody's downloading the stuff. Whether it has a knock-on of price for the second-hand stuff, who knows? But it's just my view anyway. Are we heading back to the heady days of the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s? Or, and it's not just the English lads, it's all the lads across in Europe as well. And I'm thinking of Renee in Spain, and the German lads, and the Swedish, or not so much Swedish, but the German lads. Are they going to see a big, I think they'll enjoy cheap records, or are they going to see a price hike as well? But I just got a feeling this, I voted to remain. I'm not embarrassed to say it, because I always believe we were better off in Europe. Plus the fact you could fix it within. I mean, everybody knew it was faulty. At least when you're in it, you can fix it. But now we're out of it. We can't fix. We're out now. It's official. And as a record collector, how is it going to affect us? So some people who know more than me probably have big answers. But I just thought I'd mention the fact, and as I say, the idea of this video is to generate some conversation, some opinion, some debate, and but I think we're heading again to the rocky road as we were sort of 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago. And yeah, so okay, folks, I'm off. I don't have to sober up. I'm already sober. Never had a drink last night. Don't drink anyway, except for a bit of beer occasionally. That's all I have now. But I just want to wish everybody, all my subscribers, my viewers, my non-subscribers, people who I haven't met yet, a happy new year, and just be kind to one another. Make kindness your watchword for 2021. And lots of love from the Zulu. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.